My name is Karen Rieckmann, and I'm working for myAgro. I'm based in Mali. So there are hundreds of small-scale farmers around the world. In fact, 80% of the world's poorest 2 billion people are making their living from agriculture. These are like hard-working folks, mostly women, who plant on very small plots each year. Yet, 93% of them do not access the financing that they need to invest in their farms. Farmers are like disconnected from most sourcing of funding. But that's critical because a small investment of like $20 to $50 at planting time in their field can make a difference between a farm family that strives and one that is stuck in poverty. So that's huge. Why is this not happening? For one, most people think that farmers are too poor to save. However, that's not true. We find that farmers at harvest time have highest income, but it quickly depletes throughout the year. Because frankly, holding on to cash is quite difficult, right? Imagine how much cash you would have had at hand right now if you wouldn't have had a bank account, ever. So at planting time, income is quite low. And this is when farmer need it the most. And one typical solution is to provide loans here. But loans are quite expensive and difficult to scale. So we believe if farmers could save earlier when they do have cash, that could be a really effective model. So let's look at what's happening in a village. In a local village, farmers can buy nearly everything they want in small increments of $1. It's like tea, sugar, oil. But what they do need at planting time is seed and fertilizer, which is sold in a bulk of $50. But what if we could hack that? What if we can take this $50 and break it down a lot of small payments of $1? And that's what myAgro does. We help farmers to access seed and fertilizer of high quality, as well as technical training, and with a really convenient way to pay for it, little by little. And we equip young people in a village with a smartphone. We train them to actually enroll farmers in our program and to sell them cards like this. It's a scratch card, and it's worth $1. So all they have to do is actually sending a text message from the back of the card to our database, and then the layaway account of the farmer gets updated with $1 of payment. And each time the farmer buys a card, her account gets accumulated with money. So finally, at planting time, she receives the fertilizer and the seeds that she planted for. And the impact that we are having is so meaningful. Like farmers increase their harvest on average by 50%. So what does this mean? This means women are sending more kids to school, families are eating more, and then entire villages are ending hunger. The technology that we are using, what is great about is that it's not new. This is how people across the world are buying prepaid minutes for their phones. And we're collecting a tons of data. It's really cool. So every text message that comes in is time-stamped. So now we know exactly how farmers do behave, how they want to save. And one insight is that farmers really make a choice of investing a small amount in their first year and then double down later. They test the system, and they should do so. So we know that in the second year, typically, farmers increase their saving goal by 27%. That's one of our farmers. It's the same one, actually, Monica talked about. We have more farmers at myAgro, but that's a really fascinating story, and I think we really love this picture. So that's Dubber, and she's one of the examples who tested myAgro in her first year, and then she doubled. We are right now at the tipping point, actually, of going from proof of concept to rapid scale-up. We successfully replicated our model from Mali to Senegal and now to Tanzania. And we work with 60,000 farmers this year. We have a clear path to 1 million farmers in 2025. And as we do grow, we become increasingly cost efficient. We want to cover 100% of our operational cost in 2023 through earned revenue from farmers. And that's pretty cool. So in summary, I really want to highlight, we don't ask farmers to change their behavior to match an outdated financial system. We do change the system to help them. And at myAgro, we focus on agriculture. But just imagine the implications for other sectors and goods, because this business model allows actually to expand the purchasing power of the bottom of the pyramid. Thank you.